Hi. I'm probably gonna be pretty quiet. Bobby did again, and and it's not 8 o'clock yet. Which, when it is 8 o'clock, I'm gonna, well, okay, around 8:23, 8:30, something like that. Um, I'm gonna need my husband to be quiet because that's Jeopardy. But but we're gonna be doing Wheel of Fortune before that, and he doesn't have to be quiet for that because I'm not gonna be talking during it. Um, but anyway, I wanted to show you the houses that I have built so far. Okay, so this one without the whole entire roof, and that one, and they're all the correct colors and everything. Oh, that's the house I needed to build. Okay, so we'll get done with that one, and then anyway. Dang, this street is really long. Okay, we're gonna go back the other way. Also, to stop that living room from expanding and contracting. Okay, so I'm gonna put the plug in right now. Please go on to Amazon and check out my books. Um, as always, I would love it if my viewers would start buying my books. Um, so all you have to do is go onto Amazon, type in Tina Rash Books, TINARASHBOOKS, and you should get. What color is that supposed to be? Oak. Okay. Well, we'll finish it eventually. Um. Anyway, you should find Pirate's Daughter, which introduces the captain, and Misfortune, which introduces her boyfriend, who becomes her husband. Um. Later. Hard Times, which introduces the first mate. Esperanza's Party, which is um after way after those three books. The Island, which is connected to Esperanza's Party, and there's those are all my pirate books. Well, not all of them, obviously, but a lot of them. Um, anyway, and then there's a cute little cat book about my cat. I thought it'd be great for kids, but nobody's bought one yet, except for me. But anyway, kind of sad nobody's bought one except for me. I thought that would be the start of the selling point there, but it's the wrong color. Like, it needs to be, um, it needs to be in color. But I didn't know how to make it be in color. So next time I make um, like next time I make a copy of that book, I'm gonna have to. I don't even know if I have all those pictures. But anyway, next time I make a copy of that book, make a second edition or something, I'm gonna have to, talk to them before I finalize it and tell them, look, I want this to be in color. Can you help me figure it out? It was not supposed to be a black book. It's kind of appropriate now because Coral passed away, but that's something else I could donate to is, shelters to keep animals alive. There. That one is done. Dang. Okay, I said oak? Yeah, I said oak. Um, anyway, and if you're watching me on Twitch right now, please, um, follow, chat, and subscribe. I would love to have some subscribers. I've never had one before. I just think it'd be a cool idea. Um, and if you're watching me on YouTube right now, please like, share, comment, subscribe, notification bell. Now, notice I said chat on both of them. Nobody's been chatting lately. So I'm throwing it out there. What is your zombie apocalypse plan? So I've asked that on a couple of different streams. And, I ask because, hold on a sec. I just gotta turn this on because it's getting a little hot in here. Okay. Love you. Oh. Okay. So Bobby has a stuffed animal. His name's Terrence. He's a sloth. And the way she's laying right now, Terrence's little foot is like under her Bobby's chin. And so for a second there, I thought she had some kind of growth. And then I realized it was Terrence's foot, and I'm like, okay. Phew. As far as we know, she's a healthy cat, so. But you never know what's going on the inside. I personally think she's homesick. Okay, maybe it's not going to be as quiet of a stream, but anyway. I usually try to talk to y'all. Mm. So I literally like woke up at 6 o'clock and Bobby was being a bad girl and well actually it was about 5 minutes later, but anyway, she was being a bad girl and then had my husband come and clean it up because I was gonna, I was like, uh-uh. Like, I want my sister to come and get her cat. I, I, I love Bobby to pieces, but she's gonna, there's a reason why she's doing this. And I think she's homesick. She wants her family. And I don't think they thought of that she might get homesick. Hi, you gonna settle? Sam's a wishy-washy kitty. He goes and gets in your lap, and then he goes and jumps back down again, then gets in your lap, and then jumps back down again, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Normally, he's got staying power, but I did call him wishy-washy. Okay. Because there's gonna be right here. Okay, so if you play Minecraft and this too, you'll understand what I'm about to say. If not, just, it's okay. Wait a minute. What? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's the 6, yeah? And that's 7, and that's 8. You telling me I screwed up? Okay, I've got a question. I've got a question. I've got a question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. Oh, the garage is special. You guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6, but it's got a 7 and 8. Yeah. I understand. Because that starts with a ground floor, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. 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 Okay, so okay. I had an itchy ear for a second there. You know how your hair just, moves across your ear and it makes it itch, and yeah. I know of somebody. I um, I don't know anything about her except that she's my cousin's friend at one point. Um, Unless she still is, then that would be really nice. But she used to eat apples, and it would make her ears itch. And she just figured that apples made your ears itch. Well, it turns out my Aunt Ruby said, "You're allergic to apples." Well, I don't know if she stopped eating apples or if it's just fine. I mean, or, if it's, um, she kept eating them. I don't know. Okay. Oh, and the fun video in the background today. Um, what was I saying? He distracted me. He didn't mean to, but he did. Um, yeah, I lost it. This is the problem with having, this is a small problem with having him home all the time is that he starts talking at the same time I'm talking, and yeah. Um, Something about apples and ears itching, and I started to say something. I have no idea what it was. That's not helping. That's okay. Um, oh, so the fun video I have playing in the background is, um, and I'm hoping you guys can't hear it, but, is Pop's Disney Adventures. He's streaming. He's literally at Disneyland right now and riding rides and having fun, it looks like. Some of the stuff that he's doing. Oh, no, no, no. This one isn't live. Um, this one is actually from a few days ago. Um, this past Monday. Normally I play the one that's live, but this time I'm trying to catch up on videos that I haven't been able to watch in the last few days because Disneyland Adventures had an update, or has an update, um, where you can get two new characters, and I don't like the movie that they're from. I really don't like it. But the characters aren't so bad. Well, one of the characters, she's just, I'm like, trying not to ruin it just in case somebody hasn't played it yet. And they want to be surprised of what the two characters are. Um, so like the only hint I will give is that they're both female. Um, anyway, I've got to the point where I've got the whole entire um, it's a part of the new update had us doing had us doing what's called a star path. and it's just little tasks that you can do, um, and get, some nice goodies. Like, one of the things is Donald in a diner outfit. And, so, and we got like a movie screen, and we can put anything we want on it. So it's probably gonna. Oh, on my floating island, I could go and put. Uh, I got. I've got a drive in. You know, I've got a drive in already set up and ready to go. And I hope that the next star path is going to be something about a drive in, because I've already got set up. I just gotta figure it out. You know what? Um, I took out some of that stuff, and I didn't need to. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. As much as I love that ride, it's a little loud. Huh? Okay. One of the video suggestions that just popped up says ancient fish sauce. Huh? By. Oh my goodness. Well, his first name's Johnny, but his last name is Kyunghwo, if I'm reading that correctly. And remember, I don't have my glasses on, but glasses are important to see. But I don't need them to see, I just need them to read, so. Um, yeah, so I would like to get to the end of this row of houses today, but that's going to be a later thing. Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy is not going to take as long as, some of the other games take, so we'll be back on Minecraft in a little, you know, in just about an hour. Um, After I start playing Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. So, thing is though, that we also need some, uh, certain colored snippets. I don't know which colors. I think I needed purple ones. But anyway, um, on Dreamlight Valley, I think I need a certain number, a certain color of snippets. Snippets are pieces of story. So, like, they could be pieces of the story Robin Hood. They could be pieces of the story Alice in Wonderland. They could be pieces for uh, the story of Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast. Um, a lot of different. No, that's. I went and put that there, and yeah, that is. Oh my goodness. Okay. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's put this in first, and then we'll see what. So I signed up to watch this preacher guy yesterday, and except for that he kept talking about speaking in tongues, and I'm pretty sure that Um, I, I remember. Okay, so I remember that there was a part of. I'm not trying to like shove religion on you or anything. Just this is what happened yesterday, and I'm sharing it with you. Um. Anyway, I was watching this preacher and he was talking about talking in tongues. And I remember that there was a part in the Bible where, like, talking in tongues was not okay. So I don't understand why he thinks that talking in tongues is okay. But anyway, one, two, three, four, five. Um, anyway, one, two, three, four, five. Anyway, except for that part, it was pretty cool. But then after he was done with the preaching part, and I don't understand why he was yelling either. He's got the microphone, he's got it pretty close to his mouth. I don't think he had to yell. But anyway, I mean, I guess he was yelling for emphasis, but, you know, I don't remember Pastor Sam ever having to yell. Now, the problem is that Pastor Sam went on his extended vacation, and well, I remember his son Jason was really good at being a preacher too. So hopefully he'll take the torch and keep going. And I hope Sister Bobby isn't too sad. I really hope that God was sitting there with her the whole time saying, I gotta take him, but you'll see him again. Um, that's what he did with me. It's like, I need your mama for the choir. And I'm like, okay. One, two, three, four. I wasn't ready yet. I was not ready yet. Um, I don't know if you ever get ready, but I just wasn't. Uh, okay, so. Wait, that's probably not going to be a wall. Yeah, okay. That's a hallway. Yeah, because. Wait, one, two, three. Yeah, that's a hallway. Okay. So that's a wall. And like I said, this is a hallway. So last time he helped me, Squibs got overzealous and started putting in houses, and that's okay and everything, but he didn't uh, build the two-story houses like I was hoping he would. I was hoping that he'd go and put those in two, but he didn't. So now I'm having to put them in myself, and that's a big project, putting in these two stories. It's okay, but... Oh, wait a minute. No, 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 no. Yeah. This, and then... No, this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Yeah. And then... There we go. I think. Pretty sure. See, these houses get a lot more light than the regular houses. I mean, a lot more sunlight. Um, yeah, they get a lot more sunlight. There. And then one, two, three. One, two, one. Okay. Yeah, so So I got to go see the doctor the other day, and he asked me, "Do I have any questions?" And yeah, I actually did have a question, but I totally forgot to ask it. It's like I didn't at the time because I was feeling fine. It's like when you go and take your car into the shop because it's making a funny noise, and of course it does not make that same funny noise when you take it into the mechanic. I was breathing fine, and yeah. But after my surgery, I was actually breathing like I had been crying for 6 hours. It was weird. Anyway, um, what am I doing? No, right here. No, wait a minute. Okay. One, two. No, can't reach that far apparently. Three. Okay. I was about to say four. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. Okay. That is the way it's supposed to go. And then. And then. Oh, yeah. So do they come with names? Do they come with names? Oh, so you're making them all off the top of your head. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Yeah, okay. Okay, so what else can we talk about? I don't know. See, what I need to do is like when there's a gap in the one-sided conversation here because nobody's chatting with me. Um, oh, I probably ought to explain that zombie apocalypse thing. Okay. So in college, um, our fencing teacher, he didn't really have a final, but they told him he had to have a final. So it's like, okay, fine. So it's like, okay, fine. I'll come up with a final. And so he came up with what is your what is your zombie apocalypse plan? And you know what? I did that wrong. Um, one, two, three, four. And me and my husband and um, our ex friend John would get. Uh, I mean, we took it like totally seriously. He came up with like a 2-3 page speech, something like that. I mean, not speech, paper, about what he would do. Oh, okay, it's just your paw. I woke up the poor baby because something was tickling my ankle, and I wanted to make sure it wasn't a bug. Um, we had a weird bug the other day. It looked like a giant ant, but it had wings. And, giant ants, that's not a big deal. They come down from Tahoe, you know, fine. But giant ants with wings? That is weird. So, one, two, three, four. Anyway, so, so like I said, he came up with the zombie apocalypse. So he came up with his zombie apocalypse idea, and um, and how many years were we in fencing? 2? Not 3, because I wasn't in class until later. Anyway, one of the years, me and my husband decided to go all out. I'm an author. I write books. So we came up with, okay, it wasn't well written, I've decided, but maybe the version that we turned into the teacher was a lot better than the version that we have here at the house at the moment. But we came up with like 8 pages of exactly what we would do, because we came up with that the zombies started out, because part of the reason why we don't have our kids is that the hospital thought we were doing drugs. And that's because during the winter, my nose starts running, normal thing, right? Well, when you go indoors, it dries up, and if you don't notice it, then you just don't notice it. Well, they couldn't tell the difference between that and drugs. And even though we went and jumped through their stupid little hoops, that, hey, this is a 2-story. Oh, that must be too far down then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. Why are the... Anyway, they couldn't tell the difference. And they didn't ask me. And they probably had too many people, literally, they probably had too many people that would have said no and really been doing it, so. But yeah, we don't do drugs, we don't drink, we don't smoke, never have, never will. But they assumed. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, those are only there because they're going to be furnaces eventually. It's just to put the, it's like to put the spacing in place. Okay, oh, great. I've got to go upstairs. So, Wheel of Fortune's going to be a little bit delayed. Get off my desk. Get off my desk. So, she's allowed in the little cubby hole because I was trying to get her to quit going in the cubby hole, and she's being stubborn about it. So I was like, fine, you can have it. Yeah, I just want to finish. I mean, as long as I get it done, it's not a big deal. Um, I mean, as long as I do Wheel of Fortune Jeopardy, it's not a big deal. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I think 8. Okay. I've got that all in the wrong spot. Yay. Oh. Well, we'll figure it out. Okay, so I need to go upstairs. And that means that... Yeah, I thought I had it in the correct spot in the first place. That means I need to end this stream. So, so I think what we'll do is we'll set this up so we can just do the second floor when we get back to it after Misfortune Jeopardy. Okay, because today is Saturday. Today is Saturday. If you're watching me on YouTube later, yeah, I like to know what day it is. It's actually very confusing because, because I don't work outside the house. This is my work at the moment, and I don't work outside the house. Okay, so, yeah. Anyway, we're going to try to get to the end of the street today. And then we have to go to the other side of the street. But, we're going to try to get to the end of the street today. And, if we can, the first 7 on the other side. So, I will see you in the next stream or video.